Hello, welcome to Lessons Learned. This is Monday Quilt Chat. Sherry here, and here's where we just sit down and chat about quilty things going on over here in my quilting she shed and also in my long arm area in my house. And anything else that comes up that happens to be on the theme of quilting and sewing and so on and so forth. So grab your warm drink or your cold drink, whatever it might be, your favorite drink, and have a seat and we'll just have a chat. So this is just a little overview of what happened this weekend. This weekend I did not get, let's just start with the negative. I did not get to the Peaceful Baskets quilt block that I wanted to do out of the Sew Sampler box from October. In the meantime, guess what showed up? You guessed it. Another box, which I'm not going to share this box yet. I'll probably share it next week because you know why. Anyway, I did not do that, but I did do something kind of big. I got the Barnstar sampler out. And what did I do with it? I long-armed it. And it turned out really good, I think. I still have to bind it, so we will definitely be seeing that on our Friday show. So come back on Friday to see Finish It Friday, and you will get to see the Barnstar sampler finished in all this glory. So I was kind of dreading that one because of it being so big, but you know, the Happy Days quilt needs to be quilted too, and I believe it's a little bigger even. So, you know, I might get that one next as my next big one, but I'm getting ready to put on a small one because, you know, two large ones back to back is a lot for me. So I'm going to put a smaller quilt on for this week to do another long arm project, at least one, hopefully. So, yeah, that's about what I did pretty much, except there's one more thing. One more bit. Actually, it's kind of a big thing too. I got my new table in on Friday, so that meant that I needed to take the table that was here and take it in the house and put the Jazz 2 on it so I can do bindings and make backings and whatnot down there. And so the new table is here for the Brother machine. I do not have my inserts yet. I'm hoping they're going to come here in the next few days and I can sink this down into the table. It's got a hydraulic lift and all that. This table is from sewingcabinets.com and it's called the Hideaway Deluxe. I think that's what it's called. Hideaway Deluxe. On sale all over Facebook right now. So they got me. But I did need another table. My other little rickety table, I put my Jazz 2 on it and have been using it, but it is rickety. So that one's going away. I bought it on Facebook Marketplace years ago, and it's going back on Facebook Marketplace along with my old desk chair and another little rolling cart that I decided to get rid of. So what I was getting ready to tell you is I refabbed my room somewhat. I did lots and lots of cleaning and decluttering and moved some things around in different positions so that I could be more efficient in here. So this table here is a little bit smaller. It's plenty big for what I'm going to use it for. This is going to be the piecing shed. So we're going to piece things in here and do the quilting in the house. So I've got everything all set up now. I have a few little details to clean up, and that leads me to what's Wednesday's video going to be. Now I did say that I was going to start the long arm little simple lessons with the Moxie XL and the Pro Stitcher Lite, which I'm gonna do. That's very, very soon. But I think while I have my room all together and nice, and you all have wanted to see it for so long, I'm gonna do a tour. Wednesday is gonna be a She Shed sewing studio tour. So that's That's on the menu for this week, so come back on Wednesday for that. The Wednesday video, if you're new here, is just whatever. It could be a tutorial, a vlog, it could be a room tour, it could be long arm lessons, it could be anything. So that's what Wednesday is for this week, and then we'll also have the Finish It Friday as normal. So if you're not subscribed, or you don't have the notifications on and you are subscribed, turn those on. And if you're not subscribed, of course, subscribe, please. Try me out for a while. And if, I'm just not your cup of tea, then no hard feelings, none at all. So I would like to see our channel grow here, though. We're getting up towards 20,000 already. So I kind of, sort of, halfway through the year thought we might make it by the end of the year, but I'm not sure. I think we'll get close. So if you have anybody else that you want to send over here, let's see if we can get it done by the end of the year. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Those numbers don't mean a whole lot, but it's just kind of a goal, just, to see, how many subscribers can the channel grow to? I don't know. I think it probably definitely does have a finite number in this genre of YouTube channels, but it is exciting to see the numbers go up. So let's see if we can get it up to 20,000. And you know what 20,000 is going to mean, don't you? We're probably going to have a jumbo giveaway. So keep that in mind. Tell all your friends, all your guild friends, all your family and friends, all of those people that have interest in quilting and sewing and crafting and whatnot, to come on over and get that number up there to 20,000. That'd be fun. All right, so we had a death in the family, unfortunately, so that's why the video was late on Friday. Was it Friday? Yeah, it was Friday. That's all still kind of going on with the arrangements and whatever, but I feel pretty confident that I will have that Wednesday video out. If it's not for some reason at 6 a.m. out, or whenever it arrives to you, I set my videos to all come out at 6 a.m. Eastern time. So whatever that is in your neck of the woods, if you don't see it, it probably just means that it will be later that day. So I don't see any reason really why it can't be on Wednesday, but it may be just a tiny bit later, maybe. But I'm still planning on 6 a.m. We'll see. I think I want to go right into recent acquisitions, because boy, did I get a lot of deliveries this week. Yeah, they're here. All that stuff that I've been saying, oh, it's on its way, it landed this week. So let's take a look at what we got here. First of all, I think I was telling you last Monday, that I saw on Marshall Dry Goods that they had a lot of new Riley Blake prints that came in, that they, like a replenishment of prints, and they were $6.99 a yard. So I went looking through my stash and my pre-cuts to see what I had that needed yardage to go with it, and I did find a couple of things. So this fat quarter bundle, isn't this lovely? I got this a few months ago. I don't know where, probably Green Ferry. It's called Brilliance, and it's a Riley Blake, of course, and it's beautiful. It's right there on the right there with Anne of Green Gables, in my opinion. It's not as old-fashioned-y exactly. It's a little bit brighter in tone, but pretty, isn't it? So I was able to pick up from that site a couple of pieces of yardage that I can use for borders. So that was a good find, I felt like. So now I'm ready to make a project out of this, and I think I want to do something like, if I don't do the letters home again, I'm going to do something like it. I was looking through patterns just a little bit ago and saw a couple that I could use that were similar. So that's going to be coming one of these days. Not in the too distant future, I don't think. Then also I looked and I had an Riley Blake by Karina Gardner Ava Kate, and they had some of that, so I got 2 pieces of that. It was a little bit limited. I really wanted something with a little bit of black in it. I might go back and look again and see, but this is what I wound up with. So I got these 2 that could be used. I just have 1 charm pack, so it's going to be a small quilt. Here's what it looks like. So that'd be a pretty little girl quilt or something. So I don't have to have a ton of yardage for it. So I just got, I think I got a yard of each of these. So that's that one. That was Marshall Dry Goods. And then the rest of it is from Soya. So let me see, where do I start? This I was waiting for a while. This is Tula Pink, the latest one, Untamed, and it's 24 fat quarters. I fell for it. So there you go. I have it. I possess it. I own it. I bought it. I've got it. They had another line that they were showing. No, wait. Let's go back to that order. They did these little... I don't have the pattern in here. Where's the pattern? Oh, here it is. This petal pouch. They made up little kits for you, and all you had to do was put in... Now, this is one of their live shows. All you had to do was put in a description of a fabric that you wanted, and I just randomly picked Asian metallic, and so this is what they gave me. So this is enough to make 2 pouches, the small one and the large one. I think the large one is it's a decent size, 10 inches wide, 6 1/4 inches high, and 2 inches deep. And then the small one is 6 1/4 wide, 4 high, and 1 3/4 deep. So nice size little pair of pouches, and I think this is fun. I think it was $25, but once you have the pattern, you can, you know, make these out of whatever you want. A pattern is what, $10, $12, probably $12 these days. This is a noodle head pattern. I don't know what theirs run, but I want to show you what they did. They were playing with one of their machines, and they actually pre-cut it for you, and it has a woven fusible already fused on. So this should go pretty quick as far as putting them together. I'm not that great at bags, but I thought, well, my goodness, if they're willing to cut it out for me, I think I can handle that. So that's one thing I got. The Tula, and this was in an order. And then also, I took advantage of... Did I bring everything over here? I don't think I did. This is a big line of whites for backgrounds. These are fat quarters, but you can intermingle all of these. There's a gray one. Now, I wouldn't intertwine the gray with the beige. There you go. See how that one's beige and this one's gray? These are great big bundles. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 8, 20. There's 20 of each. So I've got backgrounds, and these are kind of really old-fashioned looking. They're not real modern. They're kind of old-fashioned looking, so they might even go good with that brilliance. I don't know. One of them would. Probably that gray one would. But I can use these as backgrounds there. And then I also got a Lori Holt bundle. I think it was. Hold on, let me get it. This was the same show. Her whites, her backgrounds. So I don't sew with a lot of Lori Holt prints, like the colors, but I can use these in in a background of anything. And these are 1 yards. So this is 2, 4, 6, 8 1 yards. So this will go with a lot of patterns for backgrounds. And you can intermix them. You don't have to just have one. You can mix all of these in, and it'll give a really cool effect. All right, that was another order. And then also I ended up with this 108. I was looking for a red, kind of like the Wilmington reds, because I have that red Wilmington bundle that I'm going to make my friend a quilt. And I thought this would be good for the back, but this is way too orange. Did not look orange when I purchased it, but I think I might hold on to this for something else and keep looking. And then once they were on a new stash. This is a Michael Miller. I just ordered a yard. Actually, I ordered 2 yards, but they only gave me 1. On the Farm Toile. This is just one of those. It's one of those fabrics you just have to have a piece of it. But these realistic farm scenes. Is that upside down? No. So they had some colorful pieces that went with this too, but I like this toile. I don't know. This would make a cute set of kind of country yet modernish hot pads and pot holders, whatnot for the kitchen. We need fabric for that too, don't we? And then they had this bag lady. The bag lady tote. And it has all of the fabric in it to make it look just like that one. And I'm curious about this craft paper like stuff that you use for the corners and the little pocket. I'm wondering how that's going to go. I pulled it out and it was kind of like poster board, and you can see how one side of it is a little more like crinkly than the other. So I think that's the side you're supposed to use. In the picture here, I'll get the pattern out so you can see it. If you look at the pattern really close, see how it looks a little crinkly? One side of it does look like that. And I think with wear, it will continue to soften up and be pliable, and you can wash it. So I don't know what it's got on it to make it washable, but yeah. So I thought this was adorable. It says the perfect shopping bag size, and this is by Fig Tree and Company, Joanna Figueroa. So this is her pattern. I don't know if she wrote the pattern, but her company put that out. So we'll see that in the future getting made up. Is that it? That's it. Oh, I also got a new chair. Look, I got an Arrow chair. And man, this one's firm. I hope it loosens up a little bit because it is firm. It's like sitting on for your back, it's like really firm. Really firm. But on the seat as well, there's no bounce to it whatsoever. And it's firm. We'll see how this softens up over time too, if it does. But either way, it is hitting just right on the back. I thought it would be higher up, but it is hitting exactly where you need that support. So I'm happy with that. And the chair was free with the table I purchased, so I didn't have to pay that painful $300 to $400 for an Arrow chair, because that just seems like a lot for a chair. I just can't do it. Okay, what else? What else? Did I miss anything? I did get the Sew Sampler box. I mentioned that. We'll go over that next week. And yeah, I think that's all I have to report for that. Let's get to our art quilt of the week. And I will put a picture of that up one side of me. It's called Starstruck on Point, and it's 82 by 102, a big one. This is by Roger Racine of Hudson, North Carolina. Using a pattern by Cheryl Phillips, Roger machine pieced this group of circular motifs. Although he's cut fabric for his wife's projects, he never planned to be the one behind the sewing machine. The black background shows the vastness of space, and the crystals were placed to mimic constellations. And it was displayed at an AQS Quilt Week in Paducah, and then a Mountain Quilt Fest in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and was a ribbon winner at a Wilkes Quilt Show in Wilkesboro, North Carolina. So the pattern was by, it comes out from April Squedge Spinner. I've never heard of that as a company. April Squedge Spinner by Cheryl Phillips. Phillips Fiber Art. That's what the pattern is. So Roger did a great job on this, and it's interesting how he, cuts fabric for his wife for her projects, but this time he decided to sew his own project as well. Kind of reminds me of Becky Thompson and her husband, and how he started doing that foundation paper piecing. You know, she didn't really want to have a whole lot to do with it, but he liked the patterns. So she says, well, just, get it and do it. So he did, and even purchased his own sewing machine. So he got into sewing that way. I don't know what he's doing these days, but I hope he's still doing some sewing. So, your spouses can get involved if they want to, and that makes it kind of cool. All right, that's it for this week. I think I will finish up some loose ends here in this room so I can get started on that video for you for Wednesday. And I have a small quilt on the long arm that I want to do between today and tomorrow before Finish It Friday. So I'll have at least 2 finishes to show you this week, long-armed and bound. And from there, we'll see if I get any sewing done on those blocks. If I don't, I'll just move it on and get to it eventually. So we're in the midst of a long arm fest. So the piecing kind of has to take a back seat if it has to. And I'm gonna get as many quilts done as I can. I'm feeling pretty good about it, but I did look in my closet again in my little armoire thing I have there, where I keep everything, and there's quite a few left to do, but I'm going to get those big ones knocked out by the end of the year, and I may still have some small ones left over before it's all said and done, but I'm going at it, and I'm enjoying myself. So that's all that matters, right? That we enjoy ourselves. So get back in your sewing room this week. If you're one of those people that have lots of time during the week, then set out a plan for this week today. Take some time to make a plan of what you're going to get done. Set yourself a timer and get in there and work on it every day if you can. All right, we will see you back here on Wednesday for that studio tour, and back again on Finish It Friday to see what I've finished and what you finished. Have a great week, and I will see you soon. Bye.